All right, so I knew a trick where you can the username and password is I believe it's something equals 0 or something equals 1. And you can change that here and then go back and enter anything as a password. I believe you can change this right here. But I can't remember. Can I refer back to my notes?
Yep.
All right, give me just 1 second here.
While he does that, does anybody else have an idea of where to go from here? Or what to look at?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going in the right direction, but I think I did something like this before. And if I remember correctly,
You change this, huh? You change this, huh?
Did you want to share your screen, Justin?
Take
Show
a
us
shot.
what you're looking at?
Yeah, take a shot.
I'm not confident. I'm not confident at all in this, to be honest with you.
Okay.
So what I would say is, I threw y'all into this not to be confident. I just threw y'all in here for exposure, okay? So don't worry about it. Like there's no pressure. Don't put pressure on yourself, okay? It just take a shot at it because everybody's gonna walk away learning something from this competition, okay? So
Okay.
and there are more of these things all the time, okay? So after you get this first one on the belt, you're gonna learn some things, and then when you go to the next one, you be like, oh man, well I kind of get this. And after you do 2 or 3, all of a sudden it starts to become a different game. Okay. So just make sure y'all try to have fun with this. Don't put pressure on yourself. Okay.
Yeah, this is all to learn and explore and try out things that you normally wouldn't on a normal website.
Yeah, and keep in mind, we don't even get all these things right? We just trying to get through the easy ones. So so if we can't even get through the hard, the mediums and hards, which we'll see how far we get this time. But there is definitely no pressure, y'all.
All right, I'll try to screen share just so you can see what I'm looking at.
Okay, cool.
I'm thinking.
And I want y'all to throw out answers too. Don't be afraid to just throw it out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be like, if it's wrong, that's cool. But at least you took a shot.
Can you guys see what I have up?
Yep. Yep.
Okay, so I think I did this like in an old like try hack me lab that I was messing around with. I'm not sure, but in that scenario, you would pull up the HTML and like the more tools. I think that was over in this area. And the web developer tools in that lab that I did, the password was actually pasted like into where you would go if you were like making a website. So that's where I got right now, and that's where I'm testing out to try to see if it's similar to that. Like I said, I'm not really confident when I'm looking at. I looked here and it looked like it just says username and password. So what I thought would be there. Are we looking for an actual flag? I know you mentioned something in this section, right? Like that would be after we do submit or login.
Yeah, once you crack the username and password and you're able to log in, then it'll give you the flag.
Okay. I'm just trying. I don't know. I just gave it a shot with username and password to be honest with you, to see if that worked. Yeah, not getting anything.
You're going down the same route that I started.
Okay, that's good to hear. I'm not sure like what else would give more information. And then what's the scenario again? So it's we log in and then this we get a flag. We have to find the
Yep.
password. Did they give us any other information or any more information?
Yeah, if you seem to repeatedly see a message, an error occurred while processing your request, try changing how you connect to the internet in case any provider oddities are getting in the way. Oh, that's for your ISP. True story. Nope, no clues on this one.
Okay.
Like you're not giving them clues, or you don't have a clue.
No,
Uh,
they don't
oh,
have a clue.
They don't have a clue. Okay, gotcha.
Nope.
Okay.
So this one's just trying to figure it out.
So you said
I-
this is where you started at?
Yep, that's where I started at.
Did you mention something about a network? No.
Nope. Find your notes yet, Jeffrey?
I'm looking through a couple of my screenshots from a module. We have this exact module, and then if any of my instructors could see me right now, they would be probably cussing me out, because we have an exact module that's called web application testing. It's this exactly, and
Okay.
the trick that I just showed you that I wasn't able to complete, that is one way that you can whenever you go to a website like this, and then you right click it and you look at the
Information data.
yeah, and it says password equals username equals, you can go in there and you can change the password and the username to either 0 or 1. And
Yep,
then
you're on
when
the
you
right track.
click back to the page, then you can just change the username and password to whatever you want, and it's going to be true, because what that means inside the hash is basically,
Yo, what's up, Rico and Corey on TikTok? What's up, y'all?
according to the
Thanks
code
for
that's
joining the
written
stream.
there, the password ID and the username, as long as it says equals something, that's just the computer just saying that it's true. And so when you go back to the normal page, then you can change it to whatever you like.
Okay.
And my instructor Key taught me that, and I can't remember exactly how he did it.
Yo, who's
right now.
thanks
I
for
know
joining
he'd
on
probably
TikTok.
kick me in the
Welcome to the
pants
stream.
if he could talk to me right now.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. I thought about that too, but what if I told you that the hash for the username and the password are both located somewhere on that site?
Okay.
Would that make it easier?
No, because I haven't done it in a while.
so all right.
Hang
So
on, let me-
here's what I'll throw out there. Instead of like the best thing that you can do, the best chance you're gonna have is if you dig into this and go through this data, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, so you got how many people in the stream right now? Like, how many people on the Google Meet? If all of y'all dig into this code and start going through this code, you got a better chance of finding it right now. Okay. So
Right.
go ahead and right click, go into inspect mode, go through the code. Sam already gave you a tip that the hash is there. Okay. Demilio. Hey, thanks for joining the stream.
Losing you, Kendrick.
Yeah, I'm muted. I'm talking to the streams here. I got
Okay.
TikTok. By the way, do me a favor, everybody. Would you take a second? Would y'all share the LinkedIn stream for me right quick? I put it in the chat. So do me a favor, do a quick repost to the stream for LinkedIn for exposure. Okay.
Just a heads up too, Kendrick. I sent you a message in Discord.
Okay. Got it. So I will check it right now. No, he didn't, Scotty.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
send it
Okay,
to
hang
him.
on.
You found it? You found it, Just?
No. I have
Jeffrey.
an idea
Jeez.
of what
Yeah.
of what Sam was just telling me. Can I stick it in a hash? What do you call it? What do you call a hash decoder?
Yo, Julio, thanks for joining the stream.
Once you find it, yes.
I think I understand what you're saying.
Hey,
bro.
Mitchell,
I
thanks
get
for
what
joining the
you're
stream. So let's do this. Okay, I need somebody to be brave. Okay, somebody got to step up. Okay, who wants to share a screen here? Okay,
saying. I'll share.
okay, cool. Let's go. Let's take a shot, man. Take a shot.
I don't remember exactly how to do it.
Don't matter.
I
So
should.
so here's the thing. This is not a, you're not alone. You got all the mentees, and you got Sam, Scotty, and I also. In addition to that, right? So our job, we're gonna help you to get to the answer, but we just letting you work through it. Okay. So Sam already has an idea, in fact, he already knows what the answer is for this one. So this is all about y'all working together, collaborating, and coming up with the answer. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Renee, thanks for joining the stream.
So here's a clue. Don't be afraid to click links.
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Look at everything.
Okay, wait. Hold on, Sam. We can't leave that out there like it is. Okay, don't be afraid to click links. Okay, we need to put like a disclaimer there, okay? Because we just became the worst cybersecurity guys on the planet if we put that out there like that. So you maybe want to add some text to that, some disclaimer. And the CTF, first of all, once again,
I mean,
yeah, go ahead.
if you do it right, you're on a VM. So if you're clicking links and looking at stuff, it's
You're
not
welcome
gonna
to the stream,
compromise your
everybody.
system.
Jacob,
It's just gonna
Dustin,
compromise that
Missouri
VM.
girl,
Shut
thanks.
the
Welcome
VM
to the
down,
stream.
spin up a
Thank you
new
so
one,
much.
keep
If y'all
going.
would please consider sharing the stream on TikTok. Thanks to everybody that's coming in.
So yeah, but no, I've already explored all of this. So when you're clicking the links, you always want to be careful that there isn't anything malicious embedded into the links. But I already went through all of these, and these are all good.
All right.
So, all right. So for the rest of the folks on the call here, what is this file that he clicked on? A .js file. And let me. And here's one of the things I want. Here's one of the things. From this point forward, I don't know. It's probably the worst answer you can give. I'm gonna tell you why. I would much rather hear I Googled it or I looked it up in AI and I didn't find the answer than I don't know. Okay. When you say I don't know, this is what fires me up at work when somebody on a team just be like, I don't know. And it's something that they're responsible for. That's tough. Fires my boss up too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That means you didn't even try. You didn't even try to research it. So you still have the option to say, I don't know if you want to. But just like on a real job, at a certain point, people start to be like, okay, well, you know, this person just not going to put forth the effort. Maybe we should find somebody that is. Okay. All right. So I've looked it up. I didn't find the answer. That's what we want to hear. There you go.
All right. It's either MD5. Okay, these are
Okay. So the file he clicked, once again, need an answer. What it's a .js file. What the heck is a .js file?
So JavaScript.
JavaScript. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that should be MD5.
All
I
right.
don't know if that's what you were.
Well, so the thing is, when you're clicking on these files, there you're basically, go back to the other screen, Jeffrey. So the thing is, when you click on these files and you're interrogating them, this is a good time to understand what the files are that you're clicking on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're talking about this one.
Yeah. So when you click on a .css file, what is a .css file? Anybody?
CR. Where you see that at?
At the top. That's the first one. What is it? What is the .css file? Like, this is something you have to be able to know.
CSS isn't that like it adds like, I guess, like pictures and stuff to a website, or oh man.
Let me ask you a question.
It's similar.
Should anybody be guessing right now? In the age of AI, should anybody be guessing? I'm gonna ask you the
First
question.
of all, what does CSS stand for? What is it short for?
It's cascading style.
Cascading style sheet. There you go. So guys, you gotta understand why like this is so crazy for me, because when Sam and I went through and was learning this stuff, Google probably didn't have half of the thing on. There was like, imagine this, there was like one website on Google that you went to that had this information that you needed at the time when Sam and I probably started this. Okay, now there's 50 million sites, and y'all are still like saying, I don't know, I think, I guess. Not no more. Okay, come on, y'all. You got to use these tools. The whole future is based on where when 10 years ago, 15 years ago, it was based on everybody needs to know how to Google. Now AI prompting should be in every time you're researching, it should be AI prompt. Okay, you should be really comfortable, and you should be able to give AI the information, give it the prompt it needs to give you the information you need. You should be Gemini capable, Chat GPT, Bard, or what, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't use DeepSeek. I'm not a big fan of DeepSeek. Once again, you're in cybersecurity, you're in the United States. That's China's AI. So it's something to be mindful of, you know what I'm saying? Because we're just kind of not sure. It's becoming mainstream, but it's just give it a little time to cook. And maybe one day it'll be accepted. But once again, when you're talking about an adversary to your country or a frenemy, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's something to worry about. So I recommend you use some of the ones that we know are more accepted and a little bit on the more regulated side in the meantime. Not saying the DeepSeek is bad, but not saying, I just don't think it's not fully baked, and there are many security flaws found in it compared to some of the other AIs too.
And yeah, when I first learned about cascading style sheets was in the late 90s when I was hand coding websites.
Keenan Hill, what's up, man?
There was no automation tools.
Yeah, dude, it's been a while, man. How you doing?
You typed it all.
Sorry, I had to go back and forth, man, because it's like this thing is not showing all my chats, so I'm on multiple platforms here. So sorry it took so long.
All right, so what do you find in there?
The only two things that say password, I was gonna see if I could use an MD5 to.
No, look at the rest of it.
Yeah, there's something in there that says flag.
Wait, where's the play?
Hang on.
Okay. You're working in cyber now. Okay. Yo, tell me,
Okay.
what job did you get? What do you do, Keenan?
Did I dehash this? Dehash this.
And how long have you been in
It's got
cyber?
emojis in there.
Got emojis, so is there anything on that page that looks like a hash?
Yes, a couple of things. First thing I saw was this right here. This looks like no, that's not a hash. This could be a hash.
I would say
it could be a hash.
Oh, I don't know. What are your thoughts, Sam? I'll defer. As far as a hash.
Okay, so let's follow that. So that first line, X1. So that code
You need
is
to build up a
defining
Splunk skills. Hey, man.
value, X1.
Splunk and Elastic, man.
equals
Either one.
that.
There.
So where else
But
on
definitely,
there
yes.
is X1
Maybe both.
called?
Hey, we got Jabbar in the house.
Yeah, I can find it.
Yo, what's up, Jabari?
Here and here.
All right.
Let's see. Don't judge, but I'm a government working now, and it
What
just
about
got
that
transferred
statement
to
at
the
the
server.
bottom?
Hey, dude, that's a good
What is
thing,
that
man.
comparing X1?
I ain't judging. Shoot, I'm commending you, bro.
It's comparing
That's
it
good
to
stuff,
X2.
man. Congratulations,
Nope.
by the way.
Nope.
So here's where some coding knowledge comes into play here. Do we get them into Python or anything, Kendrick?
We have not done any Python. There's nothing I've added to it because I don't do a lot of Python. So I know some.
But this, can I
Yeah.
take one more
Okay,
guess?
so-
I see a W1 here.
No, hold on. Let me switch. Let me share, and I'll give you a quick
Hey,
coding lesson.
can I ask one quick thing before? So them emojis, man, because that's Unicode characters, right? So I'm just curious, can't you not convert those Unicode characters you know, and use that as the flag. So that's kind of what I would have tried to do.
Yeah, we can try that.
Okay.
Let me take them through this function first.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So this is an if statement. So it's saying if, and then it's looking at two different statements. So Q1, whatever the value of Q1 is, the exclamation point followed by the two equal signs is not equal to. So the exclamation point is always a not equal to the value of x1. So, and so if the Q1 is not equal to the value of x1 and the value of W1 is not equal to the value of x2, then you get this message, which is what you saw, Justin, when you tried logging in.
Mm-hmm.
Was that access denied error. Now, if that does come back correct, then eventually down here, you get the success message, and then it returns the flag. So if we look at the functions Q1 and W1, these are up here.
Is everybody following Sam? Like, I need to hear from everybody. If, or better yet, the question is anybody not following Sam? Okay, speak up, please. Okay, all right.
This is Python or JSON? JavaScript.
Yeah, I was going to say
JavaScript.
Yeah, this is a client-side challenge, so definitely JavaScript.
But if you learn the format of, you know, pretty much any coding language, there is a lot of similarities between the different languages. It's just the way it's presented on the screen is going to be different. Where did I find here? Q1.
Wait, Sam, so were you able to retrieve the username and password?
I got the username. I was still working on the password. That's where I stopped. Okay, so here's where it calls for Q1 and W1. So this is where these two are defined. So Q1 is A.
I think we're getting close
function A up here.
to solving this one. We're pretty close to solving all the easiest one. We can't solve one because you only get a certain amount of tries, and if you don't complete it within those certain amount of attempts, it locks it, and you can. I don't think you can solve it unless we can hack it somemew to like make it let us. If we got 50 tries and we use all 50, so because we try to brute force it.
So this function.
So if we get the right thing, then we might be able to figure out a way around it. I'm sure there's a way around it. It's hacking competition. There's always a way.
This. So when you're it's encrypting your username. So and then it's comparing the encrypted username with this here, and if they match, then it lets you go on. And the second function takes your password, encrypts it, and compares it to this using this constant. And if they match, then it lets you on, and then eventually that's when it returns the flag.
Gotcha.
So first we want to decrypt this one, and the secondly we need to decrypt this, but it uses a constant. So you need to figure out what type of encryption uses a constant as part of the encryption.
Yo, that's, you can tell you what, I see something, Sam. Go back to your screen for a second, Sam. I saw something that it's like base 32 encoding or something like that. That last one on the list that ends with an equal. That's, can you drop that in the Cybersecurity with the equal sign? And I think it'll decode that one for us. So a lot of times if Cybersecurity can detect it, it'll actually give you a hint, put a little magnifying glass. So paste that. There it is right there. Boom. Click on the little magnifying glass, Sam. The little wand. Yeah, click on that. Okay, so that's what that decodes to. Okay, now doesn't that match the line before above it? Like
Yeah, that matches this one. And I
Okay.
already know what the answer is to that one. It's this. I
Okay.
already decoded it.
Okay.
You got to take out your from base 64 on there. You got to take out that recipe. Right? You got to double click that recipe. Yeah, there you go. See, it didn't give any kind of.
Let's refresh.
That seems like that. Is that rotational? Is it doing a rot on this?
Yeah, it is.
We should have known. Okay.
I know it's a. So, running a rot cipher decoder, you get all these different possible return values, and obviously this is the one that is most likely.
Yeah.
So this was the easy one.
Yeah. So it's a rot 16. Is that what I'm saying?
Yeah, this one's
Okay.
a rot 16. So basically, the rot 16 is it takes each letter and moves it 16 characters. So, and that's how it encrypts. So when you decrypt it, you move it back those 16, and you see what the actual original word was. So now for this one, so you're taking T based on K here. Which T, where did T go? It was too late last night when I was looking at this. I don't remember where anything is at anymore.
Okay. Keenan Hill on YouTube says it's a Caesar cipher. A Caesar cipher. I've never heard of that. What's a Caesar cipher?
Yeah, I tried that one last night.
Okay.
Is that the same as the rock?
Say it again.
Is it the same as the rock? They used to switch the letters, a certain letter, like +3, like
So a Caesar cipher is like that. That's a rot 7. If you're saying it's like a rot or specific rot, because a
Yeah.
rot 13 is the norm, the default. Another name for rot 13. Okay, yeah. So I think this was a rot 16 actually. They changed it up a little bit. Originally it was a rot 16. So I feel like that, man. Like I'm trying to think, is that some kind of?
So the number's not moving, huh?
Yeah, Sam. Quick question.
Yeah, it does change the numbers.
Can I look at that code again? Here's something I was thinking as I'm looking at this. So if this is used client-side authentication, like what if we just go to the point where it makes the true or false determination? Where is that in the code where it determines like if you get the correct answer? And we can like we can basically bypass where it, like we can just bypass the whole function. Actually, I take
So
it
this,
back. Well, let's
this
see.
is it right here.
So if that one, if Q1 is not equal to X1, or now hold on, let's see. So wait, how do I do this? Hold on, I gotta remember how to do this. You have to press a key sequence to be able to change stuff on the client side, like and make it save, like in the session.
Yep. Yeah, if we can intercept this and just say that Q1 equals X1 and W1 equals X2, then they'll skip all of those checks and go straight down to success.
So there's a way in the developer tools to change values. You have to create it basically copies the files locally, and then you can save it and run it in a session, and it will actually execute and give you what you need. Okay, because remember this is all client side, so we can literally you can run this whole thing in your browser if it's all client side. You know what I'm saying? So how to change values for developer tools. Everybody, if y'all will look that up right quick, you just know what concept basically is. There a way to change the variables? Because we can change this stuff, but you got to, Sam, go to the, oh, you're in Firefox. I know how to do it in Chrome.
Hey, I have an idea.
Yeah.
How do we know that that's not the plain text password that we're looking at? The constant x2.
I mean, if we hadn't
Yeah,
tried it,
right.
I'm always a fan of throw some stuff in there and hit
Who
the
has the website open?
Because I got it open. What do we have for the username?
The username is this.
Hang on, coming back to the chat. I'm zoomed way in. You said the username is Nahamcon?
Yep.
Okay. And let me just copy this real quick. No capital M. All right, fingers crossed. Let's see what happens. No. Access denied. Client side validation failed. Try again. So that's not the plain text password.
and this is commencement, right? That we're working on? Or not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, see, I don't think it's a Caesar cipher because it doesn't have you declare the constant value. Bacon cipher.
Hmm.
Okay. So is it run command? Nope. Okay. Sam, go into inspect mode right quick. Okay. All right. So in inspect mode, let's see, where's the rest of your menu for inspect mode? Okay, there you go. Sorry. Yeah, do that one. Okay. So this is a little bit different. Yeah, spec mode there. Okay, hold there for a second. See, and these, it's not under. I feel like it's in. It might be an inspector. Well, you see all the way to the right side. There's 3 dots, and yeah, hover over that. Oh, that's just doc settings. Okay. See, I can tell you like what I have is you can pause the execution. Then you can. Okay, let me share my screen. Let me see if I can maybe figure this out. Okay.
Yeah, I got to. I know what you're talking about, and I got to there on Chrome,
Okay.
and that's about where I stopped last night.
Share window here. I'll do the entire screen just in case.
Got it.
Okay.
I think.
So y'all can see my screen now.
No.
Okay.
Probably the early bird. Hang on, let me try it.
Wait, you say you got it? Like you mean as in you got the challenge?
Yeah,
Possibly,
Here.
I think it's the early bird. It says that the output for that is the early bird 2025.
Okay, let me see. Let's see what you got.
Share your screen. Let's see how you found it.
Okay, hang on 1 second.
I think it's the AES encryption. Oh, I don't think it's that deep. We ain't cracking AES on the easy levels. That would be unexpected.
Right.
Yeah, that would be different. That'd be a whole different game.
It said that the output for this in a hash was the early bird 2025, and I figured that would be the password, but it wasn't.
It wasn't. Tell you what, let me share my screen for a second.
Okay.
Actually, I think I need to do Spring over Firefox. No, I don't need Burp Suite. This I can do this all with. Okay. We'll go all over to the side screen here. Okay. All right. Y'all see my screen?
You
notice
Yeah.
how the site hasn't loaded, right? Okay. Like there's a reason why the site hasn't loaded, and that's because I actually put a breakpoint in here somewhere, which means that it literally stops the code from executing at a certain point. Let's see, where did I put the breakpoint? Let's refresh this again. Okay, cool. So what I'm gonna do is over here, you see where it says pause script execution. So I can click here and pause script execution. Let's see, there's also something I think you have to do. You have to copy the source local. I think it's another step. So we'll see. Okay. Oh, right here. Sync edits to the workspace. To the workspace. Drop the folder with your sources here. So we can select the folder. And then we'll go to, I'll put in the downloads, Nahamcon. And let's make a new folder here. I'll rename the folder a little bit later. Let's select the folder. Okay, so now that I got this, I think I can run this. And so which file did we see the changes in? Because see, we can go into files now. So this is where, let's see, we can go here. So we can put like a breakpoint right there. And so when I actually hit submit, let's see what happens. See what happens right there? It paused it. So it caught the command like as it was trying to execute. And that being the case, that means I can now jump in and do some type of manipulation on it. Does that make sense? Okay. But that also means I can change the value. So I'm going to add a breakpoint. This is one that does our test, right? Nope, that's not it. Where is it saying? Let's take out these breakpoints. If, what does it say? If right here, this is
right
if
there.
this, okay. So if it, let's just say I go here, add a breakpoint right there. Okay. All right. So then our submit the answer. I can actually go ahead and hit here and run it. Resume script execution. Okay. So let's see. Okay, cool. So access denied. So I hit there. Okay, now I came to this breakpoint. And so I think I can literally say, what if I put change the function to that? And then
change it back. Remove the exclamation point.
Well, hold on one second, because well, this defeats it too, because it's got to have both. I can do that too.
Because
So-
we know it's not gonna match. So
Uh huh.
if we remove the exclamation point, then that should reverse the function and pass it through.
Okay. So that being the case, then you got to be able to save this. So I forgot there's a command to save this. See, it's not that. You have to, it's a keystroke, something to save.
Yep.
Is it Control S? Okay. All right. Then when I resume script. All right. It still said authentication failed. Because you got to be able to save this. And that's the part I'm trying to remember. You got to do a content override. That's one thing. Okay. All right. I still got my breakpoint. Actually, I should probably add my breakpoint one above it. Okay. And so that way, so now we got this, and I'm going to test something. I'm going to put a typo in that part of the file, and I'm going to hit login. So you see what happened here, Sam. See. Access denied, client side validation. Where does it say invalid credentials?
Yeah, in there somewhere.
I don't see that. See, where's that coming from? Authentication failed, invalid credentials. I don't see it in that file. So are we sure this is in the main.js file? Because I mean, the thing is, we got it now. The problem is, like, there's a command we got to do to save this. So when you do something, it changes something up here. What does that say? Deactivate breakpoints. Do you see it? Anybody see like it's something that would be a save? Something changes. Control S. Control S. That looks like that's saved. Okay, I'll refresh this. Username, password. See, it's catching it right here, like I wanted to, at the breakpoint. And then I want to step through one function at a time. Okay, so it skipped there, went to the style sheet. Okay, there we go. Format date time. Append username. Append password. Fetch login. Slash. Is that fetching a page? When you do a fetch command, what does the fetch command do? Yeah, the username is Nahamcon or Nahamcon. That's correct. Right. So stepping through, and we just went to the end of the line here. And we're back here. And there's our error message. Authentication failed, invalid credentials. So I still got a problem because I don't see that text here. That message is calling that function somewhere. So let's look here. We got CSS, we got JavaScript, and we got a banner. Is it in index.html? Nope, that's simple. Banner, that's just a file. So that's got to be a file, and we've already done an override. So if I break the function, put something there. All right, that changed white. I do Control S. I don't think that does it. I don't know how to do a save. Like, can somebody please Google how you save this stuff? Because the problem is, if I can't save it, then I can't make this work.
I'm sorry, you're just trying to save the code right there.
Yeah, well, when I make a change in developer tools, you have to save it. And there's a key command, Control Shift L, Control Shift L. That's right, Control Shift L. That's how you save changes. Okay, cool. So when I put this in, I'm gonna let this go through. All right, so fetch log on. All right, I need to change something that gives me information. Authentication failed, invalid credentials, display block.
Does I mean F12? Does F12? Let's see. To save open developer tools, F12 Control Shift I.
Control Shift I.
F12 Control Shift I.
Not, well, Control Shift I displays the developer tools. Okay, so that's one. So it's a start. It's a start. All right, so we're here though. This is where we are, right here, and we got it where it's executing locally.
We hit F12 first and then Control Shift I.
So F12 just opens it. Just opens it. That's all F12 does. And then when I do Control Shift I, that does the same thing as open it. So nothing there. Good try though. But I like, hey, that's what I'm looking for. Take a shot. Take a shot. Don't be afraid to take a shot. So live edit failed. Unexpected. Okay. FUNC. Okay. So if I put that, Control Shift, mine says
Did you see the message at the top of your browser window? Not the one that says finish update, the other one.
we're here, allow.
I think so.
Okay, that may be part of the issue. Okay. Okay, there it is. Okay. So if I inspect, I won't even let me inspect this. Okay. Let's clear the debugger and clear the breakpoints. Let's refresh this. All right, let's put in a username, password. I'm gonna find out where this is. Look at that. Guess what we're not getting anymore? Y'all notice that?
You're not getting the access error.
Not getting the error because I disabled the function. See. All right, so when I change that, control, it says Control Shift I, we talked about that, but in order to save it, where's the save? Control Shift S. Oh, is it really? Notice how this asterisk right here? And then when I do Control Shift S, asterisk goes away. I think that's the save one. So let's see if the error comes back. So we still not getting it. Functions working. Pause and debugger. Okay, cool. All right, so my breakpoint is back. Okay, cool. So this is still the same though here. Text content access forbidden, client side validation failed. Oh, that's that message. Y'all remember that? Where did that client side validation failed message pop up? I thought they used to be down here.
Yeah, it was down there.
It was down there.
You need to put the exclamation points back in that if statement.
Okay. So right here, not equal to this. Not equal to this. Okay. Got a little asterisk up there. Control Shift S on the keyboard. The asterisk goes away. I'm going to clear this breakpoint. And I'm just going to run the code. Ha ha! Baby! We is hacking now. Okay. So this is how you put little things like that. And this is kind of what hackers do. Like, that's a rudimentary way. If it's something that outputs something to the screen and you can change it, that means I'm officially able to make edits. So that means we can change the whole thing now. We
I
good.
got a stupid idea.
Yeah.
Go up all the way up. Okay. What if we change the second function there to match the first one?
Say where you at? Which one?
So N space A is what encrypts the username,
Which line?
and N space B is what encrypts the password. So what if we change the password one to be the same as the username one?
Tell me which one, Sam. Which line, please, because I don't know where you're at.
So 17 is
17.
the start of the encryption of the password.
Okay. All right, and you want me to change what?
So on line 17, get rid of the comma space K.
Like, just get rid of it? Like, completely obliterate it?
Leave T.
Comma space K. All right. Comma space K. Okay, got it.
And then, yeah, for everything else in that function, just copy function A down into function B.
So copy function A. So basically, let's see this one. There's the matching braces. So you want me to take all of this and you want me to replace all of this with all of that?
Yep.
Okay. Control Shift S. We save.
And then, hold on.
Okay.
It's a little bit more we got to do. Scroll down a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. For the constant, constant W1 to line 59.
And it's like, what's up? Line 59.
Yep. Inside of the parentheses, change that to Q to match up above.
Okay. All right.
And now you save that.
Okay.
And put Nahamsec in the username and password.
N-A-M.
N-A-H-A-M S-E-C.
N-A-H-O-H-A-M S-E-C, right?
S-E-C. Yep.
Okay.
And put that in the password as well.
Okay. Let's see what you're cooking up, Sam.
Anything?
Nah.
Nope.
No working. All right, so let's all right, let's do this. Let's delete our override. Okay, so here's the thing. So let's make sure this is a good opportunity for everybody, right? So this is how you can change if something is client side and you want to change it. Okay, let's make sure we repeat the process. You're gonna go into inspect mode. Okay, so by F12 or sorry, nope, is it F12? So F12 or Control Shift I gets you into developer tools, or right click and click inspect. Once you do that, and this is in Chrome, you have to expand the file you want to override, which you're going to look at this JavaScript file. You're going to right click, you're going to choose override content, which puts it local on our hard drive. Now we can actually make changes, and we make a change. It's going to put a little asterisk behind the file name, and we do Control Shift S. Okay. Neil say, thanks. Need to make a video, editor or thumbnails, make your videos follow. Here to help. Feel free to DM me. Okay, appreciate it. That being the case, let's make some music here. So Sam, I want to be a little less destructive on this function. Okay. Wait, is that still the same change we made?
Yeah, that's still the same change.
Okay, so how do I need to get rid of the override. So I think I got to delete the file. I've got to refresh so I can get a fresh copy of it. Okay, that looks better, right? So then I'm going to override. Okay, override content. Make sure. Okay, now we got it. Okay, so here's how I like to do things. I like to dissect it like one piece at a time. Okay, so because that way I get a chance to know how the program works. So we know that if I put a username and password in here, all right, I get that message. So when I want to change that message, I came down here and I start fiddling with the message right here. Access denied. I'm gonna put hacked right there, and Control Shift S on the keyboard, and then I'm just gonna hit that. I'm boom. So that gives me instant feedback. So all this does is says if Q, this function right here to me just displays this message on the screen. So it's not necessarily critical, but I know if Q, X1, and W1 are what I'm looking for. So this is where we go right to where X1 right here.
Yep. I got another idea.
Well, you mind if I run my thread right quick? Yeah, I'll let you run.
Yeah.
I need to run my. Okay. What I want to do is let me hear your idea before I go because if it's better, I'll punt my idea.
Is there a way to look at the value of W1 after it runs the encryption?
So,
because then we could just change the constant value X2 to match that. Because we already know the username, the password that we're getting stuck on.
So, the answer is yes. This is JavaScript. So, can somebody? I want one of the folks in the mentorship program. What's the quick? Give me a command in JavaScript to output text to the screen. Drop it in the chat for me, please. JavaScript command to make a pop up or output text to the screen. So we're doing W1 constant W1. So this is where W1 equals, and we're passing calling function B, and we're passing in W and K. Do you have an answer from the mentees yet?
You said a JavaScript command to output text to the screen?
Yep. Document dot right. Is that the whole? Do I need anything else? Give me a fully formatted command. Let's see.
Hang on, man.
Console.log. Does that work in JavaScript?
Yeah.
Keenan?
That's
I
what
don't know if
see.
that works in JavaScript. Does it?
That's what it says.
Console.log. Okay. So what we're gonna do is let's do this. All right, we can come in right here. Put this here. We'll test that right there. Control Shift S.
Oh, my bad. I'm muted. I put a secondary option in the chat.
Okay. We'll take that. So as you know, see, I got no pop-up. Console.log does not pop up anything. Okay. Console.log, I don't think that's the correct command for JavaScript. Jeffrey put document.write. I think document.write, but that's not a fully formatted command.
Gotcha.
I'm going to try, let's see. Does the alert command still work? Alert
With the document.write, you want to put your script right after that.
Boom, there it is already. It's an alert command.
Okay.
So so make sure make some quick notes. This is another way when you're hacking, just a little command like that, alert, pops it open. So Sam, you want to do alert. Let's do this. W equals, and do we just do W1? Let's see. I don't know how we have to represent variables, so that's new to me. So Control Shift S. Put this here. I don't see a value. I see. Why does it still say hello world? Oh, I got a problem with my syntax. W equals Control Shift S. Okay, all right, let's do this again. W equals, okay, I got that. And if I want to append, how do I append? Do I have to put and? W1, does that work? Does it like that? Control Shift S. It didn't cry about it. Let's try it again. Ha ha, Sam, there's your W.
All right, cool.
Okay.
So let's change X2 to match that.
So let's wait, X2. So we're gonna put X2 right here. How do we do a comment in JavaScript? Where's the comments? Is it the / asterisk? Is it the greater than pound? See, I forgot. I got a lot of programming languages in here that I don't remember. Let's see. Let's do. Anybody? Cybersecurity mentorship program. How do we do a comment? Huh? / Okay, let's check it out. I like it. It's down. So Sam, we're gonna change which one?
X2.
X2. Okay, so if we do // yes, sir. Thank you very much, man. So the reason I'm gonna do this is because I don't want to destroy it. Like, I don't want to destroy the application. You know what I'm saying? Where I can't fix it. So essentially, we got this here. We can now take this and we put this here. Oh, wrong place. Duh.
Wrong one.
The wrong one. All right, there we go. And Control Shift V, Control Shift S to save. Okay, now, so
the username.
The username got to be now. Okay. Okay.
It's Nahamsec.
Say it again.
Nahamsec.
Naham SEC. Okay, right there. Still getting error messages. And let's see, my thing is saying that's what W is equal to. So where's the part? So when I click the login button, where is it? That's going to be a submit. Can we deconstruct this? All right, it's going to call the functions. I'm trying to find if success. This is like error code right here. Fetch login. What does this mean? Constant append username. G.append. Can somebody see what that means for me?
With the fetch login?
G.append. Man, like I'm trying to figure out what that is. Right here. Constant G equals new form data. Oh, wait. So G, so we're setting a constant to G. And there we're assigning it to Q and W. Q equals A, and we're passing Q to A. And that's coming in as T. Let R equals, we're setting R to blank. If I minus 0, I is less than T dot length I plus plus. So this is going to increment some characters. So Sam, I think I know a way to defeat this, Sam. What if append adds one string to another? Okay, so they're just putting a username and password together in there. So Sam, what if we took it? All right, so we're bringing this in as T. Constant C equals T. This is where we're doing manipulating. If A is this is regex right here. And then R equals string dot. I'm just trying to think, what are we returning? What is the return? We're returning R. So R is coming in here. We're manipulating T. Okay, hold on a sec. Alerts. Control Shift S. All right, let's do this. So this is R. Okay, you see what we got back, Sam? That's what this returned. Does this match anything we got over here? Right here. And this is what you decoded to be to basically NA hamsec, right?
Yep.
I don't think we got to all do that. We just got to go to where it does the test to see if the username and password is correct. And I think we can just defeat it in one place and be done. Just make it default to true. This is lowercase, and we're returning R. So function CS. So, all right, let's make sure we're appending the username. So let's do an alert here. I did not be attending to get into JavaScript today, but It's actually getting to be pretty easy to read again. Okay, so now let's start here. Got that. Got that. That's all we got though. Did it mean it didn't call this function? Body G. Make sure I don't have any typo there. That alert command is correct, right? Syntactically. Alert, open parentheses, yeah. And it shows up in gray. What if I do alert Q equals and Q and W equals and W. All right, let's Control Shift S to save that. Okay. Only get two things. What if I change the username and break that wrong? See, I'm still, this alert box is not firing. So I don't feel like that's firing down there. So when I hit the submit button, these are the two functions. So something is calling them. Document.event. What's calling this function? Okay, submit function. Q equals U. I'm gonna move my alert box up here. Comment that out. Okay, so right here, this is submit function. So we got constant. So I'm gonna come here and write right here, Q equals and W equals. All right, so let's see if this actually works. Control Shift S, because we need some. Okay, that's different. Okay, now we're getting some data. Okay, why did I just get the blob like that? Okay, something doesn't gel right because I should have got. All right, Control Shift S. Let's submit this again. Okay, so that is definitely fire. What am I missing here? Alert. Because this should say Q equals and then show the value Q, and then it should say W equals and show the value of W. Check my syntax. Make sure y'all don't see something I did wrong. Okay, am I on the call by myself? Did everybody leave?
No, I'm still here.
I'm still here.
I was working on something. I was trying to figure it out another way.
So alert Q1 equals space and Q1. So, okay. Uh-oh, it doesn't like that. What is it like? Alert Q1 equals and Q1. Control Shift S. Okay. Same thing. Okay, there's something to this. Okay, hold on. One, that one. That's the plan twice. Oh. So for some reason, it's not printing out what's in here. Okay, all right. Let's see. What if we do W1? Alert W1 equals and W1. Okay, saved. So I feel like they're all firing, but what does this mean though? No, I'm sick. I mean, and also, is this changing? If I paste that. Okay, so we already know that. We tried that. Why is that taking a while? Okay. It's not making me feel good. Do we have a potential? Do we need to reset the box or something?
Yeah, after a while you have to rerun it.
Time ran out. Bond Exposed. What's up, man? I guess so. I guess so, right? Got to spin up another instance. Okay. Yeah, I guess so. That will do it. That will definitely do it. All right. That'll suck. Okay, if that was the issue. Okay. All right, we're up and running. All right, now I can. Wait. First of all, I don't like that. Let's open this in a new tab. Okay, that's much better. Okay, now let's go into spec mode. Let's go sources. We don't go to overrides. Okay, now we got to go do this again. We'll override this content right here. Now we got the override content. Actually gonna delete this one. Delete this. Okay. Now I'm gonna go back, refresh the page. Make sure we're back to normal. We're gonna override the content. Okay, allow dev tools. What the fudge muffin did we just do? Yeah, okay, we still good. All right, that had me worried for a second. Okay, so we should have all our changes. Okay. Okay. All right. So now we're back to square one. So there's a form submit function right here. Constant Q equals u.value, username.value, and password.value. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do alert. And I'm going to say username equals. And I'm going to say Q. Put a semicolon behind there. Control Shift S. And I'm going to paste that. And so I know that's valid. Okay. I'm getting a valid username and password. So we get the username and we get the password here. Okay, so step 2, Control Shift S, username, bam, password. Oh, that's what object. So it's passing. Okay, interesting. So that's how the password is passed.
HTML input element.
Yeah.
HTML.
So I've got my QMP. And then what I do is I do constant Q1 equals, and I pass A. Wait. But then at some point I got to compare document.add event list decom content loaded function. This is the part that really, wait, hold on. X1. So constant K. Where do we reference constant K? Like this is here for a reason, right? Add event listeners. Just K's in here. We'll do equal K. Constant M equals K dot link dot to lower. So you're making it lowercase. So we made, so in this function B,
My Renzo put it in the chat already.
say what?
Hey, Renzo put the username and password in the chat.
Okay. All right, Renzo, I need you to tell me how you got it. Let's test it. Let's get rid of the overrides. All right, let's try it. If we get it, then it's great. But I definitely want you to tell me how you came up with that, because that's gonna be fun. There's the flag. That's it, my boy. Okay.
Hell yeah.
All right, you got to show your work, man. So because we got to know what you would have done. Good stuff, brother. All right, Renzo, can you share?
Yeah. So
Okay, hold on a second. Let me step aside. All right, good stuff, man. That's a nice win for you, bro. So let me move this over. And I'll move the screen here. Stop presenting. Okay, all right. You're up, Renzo.
okay, let me share my screen.
Okay.
So pretty much I just used ChatGPT to tell me the encryption method or the cipher, and it kept bringing up Pigeoneer.
Okay.
I think that's how you pronounce it. So I just pretty much put in the information that we had on the code.
Uh-huh.
and then it put the key in there, and it decoded, let the game begin 2025.
Oh, so the key. All right, and this is what Sam was talking about earlier. So okay, so go to the code for a second. So where did we get that number? Yay, T, whatever. Go back there for a second. Yeah, go.
That was the thing we were playing around with for a long time, and I just
Yeah. Go to the. Where was that in the code? What you
Yeah,
put
let
in?
me-
Yeah.
Let me see if I can bring that up real fast. It's in that section right here. Can you guys see it?
Oh, so it was constant too. So you put in constant 2 plus the key, and that constant K equals key. Makes sense. Kind of makes sense now. Okay, that's a new one to add to my list. I did not know that method. Okay.
Yeah, I was fighting with Chat GPT all this time, but it just kept telling me just do this, and
Yeah.
that's what I got.
But you know what? That's exactly what you should have done. 100%. That's exactly what you should have done. Okay. All right, guys. So we got the one for free flags. Let's see. I'm gonna put the one for free flags in here to see if anybody else can submit it, because it might let y'all do it. It won't let me. We can't do it. I think it's for our whole team. So everybody go to the free flag. I put it in chat and just put it in and see if it'll let y'all submit it, because we got the answer, but we ran out of tries and we're trying to figure out how to get more tries. So let me know if it says you have 0 tries remaining for everybody.
What was the flag again?
Oh, I put it in the Google Meet chat.
Okay.
It didn't let me submit it.
It did. It
did
did?
Did not.
Oh, dang. I was about to get excited. Dang it. Yo, what's up? What's up, man? Tyrannosaurus fan. How you doing, man? It's crazy. Why does it show the TikTok chat? I got to read TikTok separately. Doing good, man. Appreciate you stopping by here. So weird. Thanks for the hearts, by the way, on TikTok. Appreciate that. Okay. Who wants to step up for the next? We got more to go. So we can't do free flags. I think we got to go to the harder ones now. Look,
Yeah, so
Method in the Madness. That one's 50 points.
So you have 0 tries remaining, so no free flag.
Okay. All right. So who wants to take Method in the Madness? I'll like into my phone. Oh, thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate the love here.
Method in the Madness. Let's see what we got.
Okay. Tell you what. All right. Let's see. That one is really easy. All right. Maurice, you step up, man. You sat there quiet the whole time, man. I'm going to have to pick on people. I'm going to start calling everybody out. Got to take your shot, folks. Take your shot. All right. So, Bond Exploits on YouTube. Say that one's really easy. All right. Cool. Let's see. So that one says press the start button. I'm going to have press the start button. Okay, cool. Oh, that one it connects with. Okay. All right. Yeah. Are y'all all looking at that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. All right. Maurice, are you able to share?
Which one did you say?
This one is Method in the Madness.
Okay.
So you got 4 boxes. Check out this page. Interesting. It says hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep, gotcha.
Mm,
So, oh, interesting. Simple page. Got quite a bit of stuff behind it.
Is anybody sharing?
No, we're waiting for Maurice to share. Why, if you want to go, Justin, I'm not gonna stop you. Just got to jump in.
uh,
Jeffrey, Jane, I thought, goodness, that's crazy that this keep happening.
Justin is good.
No, it's not
Justin
good because we actually got a Justin now. Like,
Right. That's right.
I don't know if this one it, but they just I don't know if this the page.
you, I mean, it's doing what it's supposed to do. We got 1.6 thousand likes. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
It just says hello. I mean, that's it. Just
Okay, so Vaughn Explorers gave us a tip. Okay, he said the trick to completing the challenge is in the name. That's what he said. Methods. So, and if he's alluding to that, then that means it must have something to do with methods when it comes to JavaScript methods. So if you look up JavaScript methods, how do you get to it again? You got to be more specific, Jonathan, with your question. How do you get to the whole challenge? I mean, the whole hacking contest. So you got to look up JavaScript methods, okay? All right, hold on, Ron. Don't give away too much. Okay. All right, so I will hold that, Vaughn, until we see where we go. So I'm working it on the screen, so let's see. Interesting. So I don't know. Is that first box went green, right? Was that green in the beginning? Because I think all the boxes were empty, right?
All the boxes were empty. I think it got green when I go on print to check out this page.
Oh, when you click check out this page. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go to that. Let's look at that text.
What the page?
Yeah, no,
Page
no, I'm looking at myself. See function. Check out this page. I want to see what happens. Okay, I'm seeing some code in here that says if all is true and data.flag, hide the main content and show the flag. Document.query selector, flag.content h1, text.content data.flag. I'm about to override this page too. Oh, so much for overriding that page. That don't work. Can't override it. It's only in HTML. Dang. Hmm. So no overrides here. Interesting. How many of y'all had ever played in the, or how many of y'all had never played in these developer tools before today?
Well, I never have.
Okay, good, cool. Y'all seem to be getting a little bit pretty comfortable at this point, though. So we'll give a clue. All right, so Vaughn Exploit, so you got to open up the network tab for this. And why do you guys stop sharing? Yeah, man, y'all be timid in mud. Like, y'all be quick to turn that share off, don't y'all? Come on now. Reshare. Let's go. Like, it benefits the whole group to have folks working through stuff. You know what I'm saying? Come on, nobody gonna share? All right, appreciate it. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, man, because we trying to, like, the thing is, the whole point of getting somebody to share is so we can walk through collaboratively, you know? So anything that y'all see,
Okay. What see?
I'm wondering is we're not supposed to put values in those boxes, right?
I don't know. It doesn't let you type, I can tell you that.
Okay.
How does the networking tab tie into this? I'm not understanding that part.
So how does the networking, what time to this?
The networking tab, you said we would have to use a networking tab for this one?
Yo, I don't know. That was just something Vaughn Exploit put in chat. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, so I haven't, I tried it. I didn't get anything out of it. So, but we need to, that's one thing. We just kind of keep testing things until we discover something. So all I know is when you click on the check out this page, one of the green boxes goes green. So here's my theory, is that we got to do something to make all boxes go green. So there's a function called if all true. Check if all boxes are true and the flag exists. Fetch poll. We're fetching poll. If you're looking at the script there, update checkboxes.
Can I share real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
So what I'm getting is there's supposed to be, the flag is supposed to be inside of these poles. And yeah, that's these boxes
Okay.
stand for true. And so when all of the boxes go true, then you'll get the flag. But I'm looking through these polls and they pop up every 3 seconds.
Oh.
So see, I filtered for the polls.
Look at the response tab on the polls.
Response tab.
Yeah.
Ah, there we go. So we got to find the poll that's all true.
Yo, that's dope right there, man. Vaughn, appreciate that, man. That's good. Good work too, man. Looking through that, bro.
The boxes are not the same size either. When you right click on the page and inspect and go to each box, the size, when the first green box is 47 by 50, and the next box is 47 by 50, and the third box is, the boxes themselves seems to be, when you get to the fourth box, it's 40 by 40. So the boxes are not the same size.
Okay.
Okay, so this is probably going to take a minute because we need to find the one where all the boxes are true. So we gotta wait for these posts to keep loading.
So is there a way to filter through the response data?
Yeah, that's oh well. What do you mean by that?
So instead of like randomly, instead of randomly clicking on them, there's got to be a more intelligent way to kind of like filter through these. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, all of these. Oh, you know what?
This looks like it's representing what's on the page already, though.
Yeah, it is. It's representing what's on the page. So so that's the key. How do we get the rest of these boxes to go green? No. So you only get one box by clicking this check out this page.
Wait, what is that URL?
This one?
No, I just seen something interesting. Interesting. Just trying to see if there's.
When you click on check out this page, it just gives you another page that says hello.
Yeah, but that's what made the first box turn green too, right? So
yeah. I can get rid of this. Yeah, that's the only it only gave us the first box.
This page.
okay, I restarted the logs here. When I click check out this page, it says hello.
Check if all boxes are true and flag exists.
You go right click and do view
Yeah,
page.
let's try it again. Let's try it on the hello page. Let's go inspect, and then let's go network. And then we're already searching poll, but it's not coming up for this page. It's not coming up for this page.
Try reloading it.
Yeah.
Does that work?
Mm-mm. But what I'm noticing is hello is 5 letters and there are 5 empty boxes.
Correct. It says fetch the poll. How do you fetch the poll? Check if all boxes are true.
We're looking through the polls.
Can we change the interval from 3,000 to some other number?
You said change the interval?
Yeah, because it's 3,000, it's 3 seconds. It says poll every 3 seconds. But I'm just saying, if we could change that 3,000 to a longer interval, say, I don't know, 30,000 with extra zero. And network conditional. Poll. Let me see. So let's see. They check boxes. Maybe update the check boxes on the first 6. Constant update. Update. Okay, fetch. No. Um,
Oh, so it says just you had the right idea, Kendrick. It says just turn them on manually true.
What you got?
So this is the code. Hang on 1 second. I'll put it in the chat. And we just need to figure out where it goes. In the oh, I can't copy and paste here, can I?
Yeah, you should be able to. It just might not be able to paste the whole code block. But You could like let's do it on your screen. You sharing? Let's walk through it and see if we can do it.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Okay.
This is the code to manually set all the boxes to true.
So let's see. All true is false. I try putting true there. Hold on, see something.
So you're gonna have to go to the console, Jeffrey. So go back to the dev tool.
Oh yeah.
And then at the very top, there's a tab called console right next to elements. Yep. And then you're gonna paste that that code there.
All right, let's see what we got here.
Okay, so you have to allow pasting. So you have to type allow pasting. All right, now paste the code one more time. Hit enter. All right, and then the error code, you want to copy and paste that over to ChatGPT and see what information you get after that.
So y'all got me thinking. Here's all right. I like where you're going with the console. Okay. When you get through doing this, I want you to try something in the console, Jeff.
Okay. Means that the script is trying to access an HTML element that does not exist on the page at the time it's being run. In your code line, it's throwing the error because it's returning to null.
Wait, do we run it on the Hello World page or the actual main page with the boxes?
Ah, so hang on, let's try that again. Oh, I can't copy it from here.
I just probably refresh the site. Paste the code.
Just save those errors. There we go.
Okay, allow pasting.
Ah,
Flag.example. Data.flag equals flag.example.
that's the flag.
I don't think that's a flag. It doesn't meet the format. It's got to be a 32-bit. Try pasting it.
Okay.
It's got to be a 32-bit. Or 32 bits in between. Let's see.
Nope.
Yeah, see, flags have a specific format that they show you at the beginning. So it's going to have 32 numbers in between the two brackets.
Can I share?
Yeah.
So that's what you're trying to do, right?
Yep.
So what I used was Burp Suite to intercept the request. So let's do this. So here's your request. And then I just edit all these to true.
You edit. Wait, that's the.
This is the response from the server.
That's what ChatGPT said to do, was to manually turn it all true. And then it
So
should
once I do that, then I forward that back to the website, and that gives me this.
And then you click check out this page, and you get the flag, right? Oh, you gotta forward it.
Good, good question.
Yeah, that should let it do. Let's see. Still hello.
Now we're back to that page. Let me try that again.
Okay. All right. All right. Y'all be right back, y'all.
All right. Now I'm gonna lose that.
Yes.
Oh, that's what I didn't do. Okay. I think I need to intercept the response. Okay, but
what happens when you click check out this page?
Okay. Could the flag being your response anywhere, Sam?
it takes me back to there.
Ooh.
I think it's conflicting somewhere.
So all of my boxes just went empty. Oh, I think I gotta reset my box. It says connection refused.
Yeah, all of mine went empty.
That's okay. I want to start over anyway, because I want to see what happens from the beginning. Okay, all my boxes are empty. I'm going to inspect while it's all empty, because I'm trying to see what makes it go, makes it change in the first place. Ooh, so in the beginning, wait, the code is, so I noticed one thing. It says, wait, all true equals, nah, that's the same. Dang it. If all true. Okay, so when you reset a SAM, it should come up and you should have no boxes that have anything in them.
Yeah, they got that.
And if I go to the network tab, everything is set to false. Clear everything, start over. And if this is a response, then doesn't that mean there has to be some type of submit happening? And if it's doing it continuously, like, is there some kind of timer on this page that's submitting?
It's pulling every 3 seconds.
Yeah, but how does this page know to pull anything? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's got to have something that's doing a submit somewhere, right?
I
Or
mean, that's
refresh or something.
right here.
Where
That's in the source code.
set interval, update checkboxes. Okay. Okay, that is all the way at the bottom of the page. Is that right? Yep,
Yeah.
that's what I'm looking for. Okay. So we can go to console and set that ourselves, though. We can change the interval. Okay. Right, I'm gonna override the content. And so it's something to do with the H1 container, and the H1 container starts off as empty. It says the flag container is H1. So, and I just confirmed it. As soon as you click the submit button, that's when I get one box. And all this target is blank. So what is in data.flag? Let's see that. Let's save that. Let's see what's in the data.flag container. Undefined. So what defines data.flag? Mm.
Commas, I'm going through grown pains. I wasn't used to shit being so gross. I tighten the threads at a crochet. I pick up the cushion, some OJ. The last tape I dropped was a Rowway. It's yellow, I swear it's a Coldplay. Viva la vida, I'm swiping the visa. We working, I'm taking off no days. Throwing shots like a gun range. So we finally make it to front page. A head full of dreams, some breath for the schemes. A heart that been feeling like it's a machine. I'm pushing extreme, cause I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees. Yeah, stay on my P's, yeah, hate off my body like it's a disease. I'm walking off after we taking the lead. She call me Big Papi, I'm David Ortiz. It's what you've been waiting to see. There's moments where you gotta take it or leave. And I'm taking everything, some call it greed, but I call it living out what you believe. And I've been believing since knowing we're seeing the vision board.
Somebody else can take over sharing.
Collision course, fighting with snakes, I'm a lion like Gryffindor. Fuck, I be asking permission for this type of shit. What we breaking tradition for? Clearing the mission, don't kill the victim. I'm dying for all that I'm living for.
Okay, cool.
Flipping the script for my always. Flick up the switch, I'm in flow state. Commas, I'm going through grown pains. I wasn't used to shit being so gross. I tighten the threads at a crochet. I pick up the cushion, some OJ. The last tape I dropped was a Rowway. It's yellow, I swear it's a Coldplay. Viva la vida, I'm swiping the visa. We working, I'm taking off no days.
Yo, can you modify responses in the console? Potentially, right?
Let's try it.
So if I go to the console and I just type box_2, put that box_2 : true, and press enter, semicolon, uncalled token. So what if I take this whole thing? Let's modify this and just change all the falses into trues and paste that in console. Uncalled session. What am I missing? So I can do response. Wait. Okay. Okay, Sam. Wait, so these are check boxes. Oh, snap. And they're all disabled. So if I enable them, can I check them? Hold a second.
So simple enough.
Ah, wait. When I clicked it, it enabled. But it keeps disabling. Okay, I'm about to change the refresh interval. Okay, I'm share my screen. Look at this. So I can check the box, but because of the refresh, it changed.
Can you check them all?
So let's change this to 30,000.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you poll it, I mean, it seems like whenever you hit it, it resets that factor from false to true. So I'm thinking if you, I'm wondering if the polling is going to check the condition of the box every 3 seconds.
I turned that off. I changed that to 30,000 seconds, which is 3 minutes, which means I can check. When I refresh this, these boxes should be checkable, which means that if I click this now, all right, so I was able to check the boxes.
Right, but then when you go to the page, it's still hello.
Well, let's see what is our last response. Does it even matter at this point? So when I click this, it says hello. Just make sure there's nothing in here hidden. Okay, nothing there.
Nobody gonna go hard for me like I go for me. That's why I gotta take mine, try and get milestones for me. I'm ready for it all, say the word and it's up on sight. Cut off the lights, yeah, I perform better at night.
What if you change all those to true?
So it resets it every time it comes back, even though I can check them manually. So can I edit the response? Let's see.
Sam was doing. Or whenever he
override content. You go ahead.
Whenever he checked out this page, it reset those responses back to false.
They try to tell us that we couldn't reach, no matter how hard that we work. When we got this out of the dirt, pull up and lurch, pull up and make it a seam. Only till they bleed and they hurt. I've been outside with the mice, eating that chicken and rice, while it was filled with the mites. Now it's an infinite.
All right, so they're still checked.
They wasn't living your life, then they shouldn't give you advice. How could we honor your words? We see you missing.
Did you see how I changed them back to false whenever you check that?
Well, let's see. If I go to
There has
response.
There has to be a way for those to not reset back to false.
Well, there's poll right there.
the script from my old ways. Look up the switch, I'm in flow state. Commas, I'm going through growing pains. I wasn't used to being so gross. I tighten the threads out of crochet. I wake up the cushion, some OJ. The last tape I dropped was a Rollway. It's yellow, I swear it's a Coldplay. Viva la vida, I'm swiping the visa. We working, I'm taking off no days. Throwing shots like a gun range. So we finally make it to front page. A head full of dreams, some breath for the schemes. A heart that been feeling like it's a machine. I'm pushing extreme cause I'd rather die on my
Where can I watch Nahamcon Live Conference, which I missed? Yo, I would assume on the website, to be honest. I would try the website.
It's what you've been waiting to see. There's moments where you gotta take it or leave. And I'm taking everything, some call it greed, but I call it living out what you believe. And I've been believing since no one was seeing the vision board, racing with fate on my life, a collision.
I'm sure they'll probably post it after the competition.
I'll be asking permission for this type of
So that I think is your best bet. Okay, so am I saying this right? Are they staying? So they're staying officially. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I see that. I'm wondering now. So nothing else changed on the page. Once
I'll change that back to 3 seconds.
no, I'm just saying if everything when you do the inspect on the page, now that everything is true, all the boxes are green, that is there anything?
Let's see. So now it's automatically setting them, even if I uncheck them. I can put disable back on it to make sure. I don't know if that's affecting it. I don't think it will. Okay, so so it should be disabled again. Did I put that in the right place?
Remember, you put them all as true now, so
I put it in the wrong spot. Sorry, hold on. Yeah, I did an override, marked them all as true. So disable all the boxes. Okay, now I can't edit them anymore. Oh, I think this says hello. Let's look at the network responses. They're all true.
yeah.
So I mean, I succeeded at that. But then it's supposed to show the flag. It's
Right.
supposed to hide this content and
Yeah,
show the
it's supposed
flag.
to show the flag only after you check out this page. See? So even though you hit that, it's still showing hello. So that piece, that step is not complete yet because you're not supposed to see hello there.
I got the index page. That's like I know all that's working.
Yeah, okay, I'm just wondering if you're only supposed to get the 5 boxes to green, because the one was already green. So hide main contact and show flag, all true at data and flag. So it says alert data flag. It says main content flag container.
See what's happening here.
It says check if all boxes are true and flag exists. That's no true.
So this function is not firing.
Right, because it says it right above that. It says all true equals false, and right below it you said all true. You see right above that line, it says data box. Right below that, it says all true equals false.
Mm-hmm.
No, all true should equal true.
I tried that too. That didn't help.
Okay.
See.
And then click on the link. Click on the link.
Okay.
Check out this page. Nope. Mm-mm. Okay, that's not right. This is hide main content and show flag.
So I know this whole function is not firing because I got an alert in there, and that alert is not firing.
Gotcha.
So that's update checkboxes. Where are we calling function update checkboxes? Let's see where it's called. Initial update right here.
3 seconds. It says poll every 3 seconds.
Wait.
Okay.
This says initial update right here. So this is calling the initial update function, where's the initial update function? See, this is calling a function that's somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no. Initial update calls update checkboxes, which does the fetch the poll, then response.json.
Check if all boxes are true. They are.
So that goes through I. Where do I sign? Data.
I equals less than 6.
Oh, wait. If data box. So if no data is in box 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all true equals false, then break. So this should be calling update checkboxes. And we're calling this, so you update the checkboxes first. Okay,
What
hold
you
on.
did.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's start over. Sometimes you can get too deep into it, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's just good to reset. Let's delete all my overrides. Okay. So let's just take the page as is. Okay, so now I'm just back to base default page.
It's just trying to get the 5 boxes to green.
Yeah. And then if I go to networking, I should have this. Let's clear this so you start fresh. Okay. So box
Okay.
1 true. So why did this turn green in the first place is the question.
Well, the thing is, initially the first box was green already. When you started the challenge, the first box was the only box green. The rest were not green. So the challenge is to get all 6 boxes to green.
Well, the thing is, when you start the server, none of the boxes are green. And then after you click this link the first time,
I thought when you first started that box,
I'll show you. Let's see.
See the box.
All right, I'm gonna reset the box. Okay, watch this. So if I reset this,
okay, so yeah, the first box was green.
not from the initial. I'll show you. I double checked it a few minutes ago.
Yeah, it's not green.
Yeah.
You started.
It's not?
No, it's not.
Hang on. Okay, I'm starting it right now. Get it. It's loading up. Okay, click on the link.
It only turns green after you click it the first time.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Dang, what did I do? Shoot, man, I'm on load. Let's restart it one time. My boss like it's having some trouble. Okay, all right. So I just put it on screen. So it is initially, there's nothing in here. The responses are coming back at all false. Okay, so then when I execute the script, let's look at this from the beginning. So you're gonna update the checkbox, it's the initial one. Let all true equals true. So I'm gonna go ahead and do an override here. Override this. I'm just like, why can't I just display the flag container? document.query selector, that flag container. What if I just put that in front of update checkboxes? That is not defined. Okay, that's why I can't do that. So how is this defined? If all true and data.flag. Then you do this document.query select main content display. There's nothing dependent on the flag. So why can't I just move this to the top of the function? That's saved.
Okay.
Okay. So when I do that, it hides the content and supposedly displays the flag.
No, it just says blanket. Check out this page and then flag container, but there's nothing in the container.
Hmm. So that does not work. So I need to know what the response is. Okay, hold on. So on the poll page, we getting all this stuff back. But that's a response from the server, which means we need to have them all checked. Once again, this is kind of weird.
Yeah, they have to be checked, but it's just there's nothing in that container where the flag comment is. There's no data there. There's no.
Yeah, but the thing is, okay, so if I'm reading this correctly though, all right, I'm gonna click, when I click check out this page, all right, officially, then it comes back. What about when you click check out this page makes one of these go green? That's what I can't understand.
I'm just thinking, clicking to check out this page sends something to the other 5 boxes to reveal the flag. So clicking on check out this page, what page?
There are
Yeah,
two JavaScript files that run when you do check out this page though.
Check out this page, a web page? Another page to go to?
Well, when you click on check out this page, there's another page it goes to.
Yeah, but is
when it loads, yeah, it loads 2 JavaScript files.
so one of those is a web page or some kind of page.
Interesting, but you don't see it when you just look at the HTML. Yeah. But when you go to the networking tab, you do see these 2 files.
Right, so there's a page. So this Just click, check out this page as a either an HTML file or a JavaScript file with the
Yeah, it
flag
takes
in
you
it.
to this page called interesting.
Right. So in there must be the flag.
There's nothing there. Could the flag be in this JavaScript?
Could be.
Not in that
It
one.
says, it says check out this page. So somewhere in this page is a flag.
Oh, one of 12. 12 mentions components, flag, custom components, flags.
It's got to be on one of those JavaScript pages.
Um, hmm. Yo, this one's tough. Uh, so our response is from this page is poll. And for poll,
But what if
we're good.
what if all 5 boxes were set to true? The poll was fine, and then you hit checkout on this page, and then check the JavaScript file.
Say it again.
So what if all 5 boxes were true? They all set to true. They were green, and then when you click check out this page, when you went to that JavaScript file with the flag being then.
Okay, let's set the response to 10 seconds. Okay. Let's enable all boxes because it's disabled them. That's the only reason I can't change it.
Right.
Because we can easily make the scenario, make them checked.
Make them all green, and then click checkout page, and then check that JavaScript file.
Yeah. So do a quick refresh here. Okay. And there it is right there. Close the interesting page.
Not check the JavaScript file.
It's just a lot of stuff in this JavaScript file.
Yeah.
So I need to
Search flag.
now it's back. See what it does is it's resetting.
Yeah.
It's like it's not registering.
Right.
So let me leave it here for a second, see what happens. There it is again, reset.
Every 3 seconds.
Well, I changed it to 10 seconds.
Oh, 10 seconds. Okay.
But still, even though it's checked, The response is coming back. Let's clear the response. All right. The response is come back with all true. Nope, nope, it's still saying true. Interesting. So when it refreshes,
It reset.
mhm. So unless I can hard code it to be checked. Hold on a second, let's see. Set checkbox checked. So if I put checked equals checked, oh, wrong area. All right, let's just do 3 before we do them all. And let's wait for it to refresh. I don't know if that worked. Yeah, oh, looks like it's getting unchecked. That's crazy. Okay, check it out. When I refresh the page, it's getting unchecked. Okay, set that to true. So something is going through and unchecking all these boxes.
Okay.
The polls was doing that. I think that's what it is. I think the poll is what's resetting it.
So we do a fetch poll. It says .then. What does .then mean? Let's see. Okay, so .then like does this after something happens. Okay, can I do an alert on response? Jason? See if that works. Oh, I got an error here. Alert. Wait, why do I? Can I not have an alert right between them? Okay, that works. Oh, I get an error message if I try to put anything. So looks like these .then functions have to stay together. Okay, that seemed to work. I got another error down here. Okay, I gotta take this out. All right, so I'm getting errors. What is this one? Oh, that's not even the program. It's a keeper. Yeah, it's pretty tough, man.
Yeah, it's a good one here.
How the rest of y'all tapped out, man? Y'all probably sleep, huh?
No, I'm still working on it.
No, we're trying. I'm trying still.
Okay, cool, man. I appreciate that. I thought y'all was asleep, man.
No, I stepped away for a second to eat, but yeah, I'm back.
Like y'all sure y'all want to be in cybersecurity?
Any nights like this at Evolve.
Sure. Yeah, exactly. And this is an easy question. That's what's so bad about it. This is an easy one. So I think we need to step back. So it is saying I should be able to override the response too. Inspect the responses. Okay, let's do this. So I'm gonna take one of the responses. Maybe I need to change the interval too. Let's make the interval super long again. So it only happens. Okay, so now I refresh this. Got a super long interval. Clicking that still doesn't fix it. Doesn't reset it. Now I can go to the network response. Clear that. Clear this. So I need to get the poll, and I can do right click, and I can override the content. Okay. Okay. Okay, so if I want to go to polls, I can do override content, and I can paste here. Change this all to true. Say that, Control Shift S. Did I do that? Nothing, man. And the polls now show all true, but the content is not being displayed.
What I'm saying, that check out this page when they're all green and true. When you do that, I'm thinking that would be the flag.
Yeah.
But there's something else. I don't know if it's in that JavaScript script page. It takes you to that page, and in that page is something that could be converted to the flag. But
and then it says if all true, and the only way you get all true is check if all tick boxes are true and a response, and we're getting that now. Okay, so then once it's converted to be all true. So then it goes down to all true and data.flag, which we do. It's supposed to hide the main content and display the flag. And there's the flag container, but it's empty. What if I take the break command? Update checkbox is definitely being called. Okay. It's definitely being called every 3 seconds. If we take the break out of here. Go there and we'll refresh the page. Why does it break? Okay. Okay, we made it. And when I refresh the page, I'm seeing the error messages. Okay, so on every source. Flag container still empty. It's not defined. Oh boy. Let's see if this is even getting called. Yep, it's getting called. Okay.
It said update checkboxes, only the first 6. Well, there are more checkboxes? No, I guess not. And only 6 checkboxes.
Alert. All true. Let's do a quick alert box on that. See what that is. Nothing comes up. So if we say all true equals true, save that, refresh the thing. Nothing. Okay. Say alert. All true. Oh, I need a semicolon on that. All true set to true. Still nothing happened. Okay. Interesting. Those are the only thing. Okay. So it's failing this. If all true and data.flag. So I'm not getting interesting. So we're supposed to be getting a data.flag back, and we're not getting that. That's what it's telling me. And that should be something in the response, which means when we send this to the server, okay. Response.json is not defined. Okay. All right. Uh, I, I keep wondering if I'm taking too long and the second server is timing out.
You
No,
think
the server's still there.
that because it's changing, it's resetting it?
I don't think so because it's there. Well, like, all right, let's do it. Yeah, see, it doesn't load. Like, I'm worrying if something shutting down prematurely. Yeah, see, it can. Okay, there it is finally. Okay. Okay, I just override the content. It's weird, I got nothing in the file. Okay, there we go. Okay. Let's do my initial response. There it is checked. No alert pops up. Response is not defined. Interesting. Oh, I should probably just do a response. Okay. Response is not defined. Nothing comes up. Okay. Gonna do. Gonna do. Maybe let's see. I was checked by what does it say? Unexpected token add. Okay, hold on. What did I do? Alert. Died in response. Okay, that's just a literal. Dang. Okay. Oh, okay. I just overrode the poll and they all went green, but it's still
Okay.
displaying the boxes. And all of them are saying true. But the flag container is still empty.
Yeah.
hate to leave because this is the last day. We only got, let's see, we got 14 hours. So well, gentlemen, it is 1:11 here. I think I'm gonna call it for the night. So if it's like we lost a few other people anyway. All right.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, yeah, y'all can keep working. If we get it posted, I'll be around tomorrow too. So, but anyway, the good thing is we got the experience. We got everybody tested. Everybody got their modules unlocked. So, I would say start drilling on your new modules, and I will see you on Tuesday for your test. Okay.
All right.
All right. See y'all.
All right.
Appreciate y'all. Good work, everybody.
Good night.
All right. Good night. All right, for the stream, everybody. Appreciate y'all. See, we had a few decent people stay around. So.